It's not bad luck. It's not a bad type. If the same kind of person keeps walking into your life and breaking the same part of you, there's a reason. And once you hear it, you'll never see your pattern the same way again. Everyone tells you you just have bad taste, or you keep picking wrong. But that's the lazy answer. Nobody actually explains why the pattern repeats, even when you swear, "This time will be different." Here's what almost nobody says out loud. You don't attract who you want. You attract who matches the story you already believe about your worth. That's not fate. That's a mirror. Stay till the end, because I'm going to show you the 5 real reasons the wrong people keep finding you, and by the time we're done, you'll finally know exactly where to break the cycle. Reason number 1. You give before anyone has earned it. You show up fully before they've shown you anything. Your time, your energy, your trust, handed over on day 1. And people don't value what costs them nothing to receive. Reason number 2. You confuse intensity with connection. Fast, dramatic, all-consuming. It feels like fate, but real connection is calm. It doesn't need highs and lows to prove it's real. If it feels like a roller coaster, it's not love, it's adrenaline. Reason number 3. Being alone scares you more than being mistreated does. So you stay one text too long. One apology too many. One, maybe they'll change too far. Not because the relationship is good, but because leaving means facing the silence you've been avoiding your whole life. Reason number 4. You fall for potential, not for people. You don't fall for who they are. You fall for who they could be if they just tried a little harder. And you keep waiting for a person who was never actually becoming that, because you were the one doing all the becoming. Reason number 5, and this is the one most people never admit. Your standards protect everyone except you. You'd never let a friend be treated the way you let yourself be treated. You'd never accept the excuses you keep making for them. Somehow, every rule you have gets bent the second it's your own heart on the line. Notice something? None of these 5 reasons make you weak. Giving fully, feeling deeply, fearing loneliness, seeing potential, holding on. Every single one is a sign of a big heart, not a broken one. But from the outside, this looks like she just has bad luck with people. Or, worse, she keeps choosing this. When really, you were never choosing badly. You were choosing with a heart nobody taught you to protect. In reality, it's not bad choices. It's an old, unhealed belief, quietly running the whole show. The belief that love has to be earned, chased, or fought for to be real. Now, does this mean every relationship that didn't work out was the wrong person? No, there's a difference between a mismatch and a pattern and mixing. The two-up is where most of the confusion actually comes from. And if what you're feeling isn't just bad luck, but a repeating cycle tied to something deeper, old wounds, old relationships, old fear that's worth talking to someone about, not carrying silently. So, instead of asking, "Why do I keep attracting the wrong people?" try asking a better question. What version of me is this pattern trying to protect? If you related to at least 3 of these, here's what it likely means. You are not unlucky in love. You're just one honest boundary away from finally attracting someone who matches your effort instead of testing it. Let's be honest, breaking this pattern comes at a cost. You'll say no to people who used to get an automatic yes. You'll sit in silence instead of chasing. You'll disappoint people who benefited from the old you. But here's the trade. The one person who actually matches your depth won't need to be chased, fixed, or convinced. They'll just show up, consistent, calm, and real. And that's rarer than 100 almost right people. So how do you break this pattern instead of repeating it? First, stop giving your best before someone shows you their real effort. Second, when it feels chaotic, pause before you call it passion. Ask yourself if you'd still want this if it were calm. Third, practice sitting in silence without filling it with the wrong person. Being alone isn't the danger. abandoning yourself is. Fourth, love the person in front of you, not the version you're hoping they'll become. If the potential requires your full-time labor, it was never actually yours. You're not the person who always picks. Wrong. You're the person who loved hard enough to keep hoping, even when it cost you. That's not a flaw to fix. That's a heart worth finally protecting. So if the same kind of wrong person keeps finding you, don't rush to fix yourself like you're the problem. Ask which of these 5 reasons is actually true for you, and start there. If you related to at least 3 of these, tell me which ones in the comments, and subscribe, because next week, we're breaking down why the right person always shows up right after you stop chasing the wrong ones.